Bodysthenics. Bodysthenics. You can do this through Bodysthenics.
The one-arm pull-up is a complex and high difficulty move in calisthenics. Nowadays we see a lot of athletes performing one-arm pull-ups with pure strength, however with a lack of understanding of technique correctiveness and execution. Executing a one-arm pull-up with a relaxed body, kipping motions or sudden pulling movements can easily lead to injuries. And this is why we at Bodysthenics have put together a detailed analysis of the one-arm pull-up, where we break down the correct techniques and execution of the one-arm pull-up down to its finest detail. There are many benefits in being able to perform a strong one-arm pull-up. It can help you build explosive pulling power, it can help you build strength in a pronated grip, it can then transfer to movements which have the same grip, such as the front lever, muscle-up, or even weighted pull-ups. There are two types of one-arm pull-ups: the one-arm pull-up with a pronated grip and the one-arm chin-up with a supinated grip. Whilst the one-arm chin-up might be easier for many athletes, we personally do not recommend training the one-arm chin-up with a supinated grip. And the reason for that is that most movements in calisthenics require a pronated grip. And for that reason, it's more optimal and beneficial to train the one-arm pull-up as opposed to the one-arm chin-up. There are two techniques in executing the pulling motion in the one-arm pull-up. One of which is the correct technique, which we're going to cover today, and the other is the incorrect technique, which we don't recommend you to perform. Let's start off with the incorrect technique. This technique focuses more on our biceps, which is not advisable. The biceps brachii is a much smaller muscle than our lats, hence why it's not optimal to use it over our lats in order to pull our entire body weight, as we are at high risk of injury this way. Now let's break down the correct technique of the one-arm pull-up and how we recommend you should train it. To utilize our lats in the movement, it's important that we twist our entire torso to face towards our working arm. Lack of engagement in our core and shoulders will make it difficult for us to get into the correct twisting position. So without further ado, let's get into the prerequisites of the one-arm pull-up. The prerequisites are the typewriter pull-ups, the archer pull-ups, and the scapular depressions. These prerequisites will help you understand how to shift your body weight towards one side, hence build strength through each shoulder individually. Most athletes are unaware of the fact that a lot of shoulder strength is required to perform a correct one-arm pull-up. If you jump to avoid the initial shoulder depression which takes place at the bottom of the pulling movement, it means you have to work on your depression and retraction strength. Now we're going to show you 3 exercises to strengthen that phase of the movement in order to avoid jumping and sudden movements. For this exercise, we want to start in a dead hang position. Firstly, engage our core so that our body is in full engagement. This will ensure that your body is facing forward and not twisting away. If your body is twisting away from your working arm, this will make it extremely difficult for your shoulder to work efficiently. Now we want to twist our body towards our working arm, so that way we engage our lat muscle. And once we do that, now we want to start performing up and down motions through our scapula. An indication that you are doing this correctly is that you should be feeling your entire lat and shoulder experiencing a burning sensation.
Bodysthenics.
Active twisting exercise. A very important activation exercise to begin with to test your strength level is the active twist. Try to hang disengaged in a dead hang position, facing away from your working arm. And then your aim is to twist to face towards your working arm. Hold for at least 2 seconds in the active engaged position, then relax to twist back away and repeat this for reps. One arm pull-up isometric hold. For this exercise, we want to begin using the exact same technique cues we just discussed in the previous exercise. However, this time we want to just hold the depressed position of the scapula. This is a great active static exercise to further strengthen your scapular engagement for the correct execution of the one arm pull-up later on. Two indications that you are performing this correctly are the following. There should be a gap forming between your ear and your working arm, and your entire lat on the working side should be experiencing a constant contraction throughout the entire time you are holding the position. One arm twists. For this exercise, it's executed with the exact same technique used we just explained in the previous two exercises. However, in this one, we're going to perform an active engaged twisting motion. This exercise is not as easy as it looks. The body is not just twisting on its own. Johnny is actually initiating the twisting motion himself. The purpose of this exercise is to further strengthen your ability to depress your shoulder in the bottom phase of the one arm pull-up. If you are able to perform this exercise with ease, this will enable you to master the bottom phase of the one arm pull-up in an effortless manner. So now that we have understood how to place our body correctly at the bottom phase of the one arm pull-up and how to engage correctly our scapular and lat muscles, we are now ready to move on to the one arm pull-up corrective technique exercises. It's really important, however, before moving on to these corrective exercises, it's vital that you begin each exercise with the correct starting position, which we just explained. Before we execute any pulling motion which we are about to show you, it's important that we carry over and apply all the previous knowledge which we just showed you in the activation exercises. Keep in mind that the bottom phase of the one arm pull-up is the most vital and important phase of the entire movement. Retract and pull. This is a great starting exercise to help you understand the correct movement of the one arm pull-up. Begin by placing the band in the opposite foot of your pulling arm. Begin in a single arm dead hang position. Engage your torso and core to stabilize. And now we want to twist towards our pulling arm. Depress your scapula first and then initiate the pulling motion through your elbow. Get your chin over the bar and slowly return to the active hang starting position. Then relax your shoulder and repeat this for reps.
You can do this through Bodysthenics.
Isometric holds. Isometric holds are a great addition to your training in order to strengthen your weak spots. If you struggle getting your chin over the bar when attempting the one arm pull-up, holding just that position isometrically will help you progress. Begin with your chin over the bar and slowly shift your weight towards your pulling arm. Then slowly release your supporting arm. Try to hold this position for 8 to 10 seconds. Another variation of isometric holds is holding your head directly under the bar to work the middle phase of the movement. For this exercise, ensure that you are creating a 90-degree angle from your wrist, shoulder, and elbow.
You can do this through Bodysthenics.
Dynamic short reps. This exercise is a combination of the previous two. However, this time we're going to perform a dynamic movement traveling from one phase of the movement to the other by performing short and focused reps. We recommend that you use a resistance band for this exercise if performing it for the first time. This will ensure that your body remains in the correct position and maintain the correct body alignment while executing these reps. It's really important that your body remains facing the working arm throughout the entire time while performing these reps. One arm pull-up to the head. For this exercise, you want to start attempting the one arm pull-up, however not with a complete range of motion. Start by getting the top of your head to touch the bar first. If you become good at this exercise, you're within arm's reach of performing a full one arm pull-up. We recommend that you perform this exercise with a resistance band of your choice. Choose a resistance band which offers you enough assistance to where you are able to keep your body slightly twisted and facing your working arm for 6 to 8 consecutive reps. 2 arms assisted negative. In this exercise, we're going to focus on the negative portion of the one arm pull-up. This exercise will build both strength and endurance. We're going to start by pulling up using 2 arms and coming down slowly with 1 arm. Start off by supinating your assisted arm and perform a commando pull-up all the way to the top of the bar by bringing your chin above the bar and your assisted shoulder directly below the bar. The supinated grip is helpful in helping you to maintain the twisted position of your body while performing these reps. Once you get to the top phase of the commando pull-up, you want to shift your weight onto the pronated working arm. Once you feel ready to perform the negative, slowly begin to peel your fingers off the bar and place your assisted arm down by your side. Keep your body facing towards your working arm and slowly begin to come down into the negative phase of the movement. Once you arrive to the hanging position, ensure that your body does not twist away from your working arm by maintaining engagement in your core. It's also important to not lose the active engagement in your scapula and keeping your working shoulder depressed. Pull back up and repeat this for reps. Weighted negatives. This exercise is an overload exercise. For those who are able to perform a comfortable bodyweight negative, are now ready to strengthen this movement further by adding weight. We recommend a weight that will enable you to perform a smooth and controlled 8-second negative. If you're falling faster than 8 seconds, then regress back to the bodyweight version. We recommend you use a weight vest, ankle weights, or simply hold a dumbbell. One arm pull-up drop set. For those athletes who are already able to perform 1 or more bodyweight one arm pull-up, can now perform a drop set in order to increase the amount of bodyweight reps over time. Begin by performing as many bodyweight reps as possible, and as soon as you are unable to perform anymore, continue repping it out using a band. Keep repping them out in the band until fatigued.
If you guys found value, then be sure to subscribe and also hit that bell icon for notifications. We upload a new tutorial every Wednesday and Saturday at 3 PM European Eastern Summer Time. Before clicking out of this video, be sure to get your own wrist straps at bodysthenics.com. And to join our global family of athletes who are improving on a daily basis, send a direct message to management on Instagram today to join the first ever online calisthenics training portal.
Bodysthenics. You can do this through Bodysthenics. Bodysthenics.